Breaking news to all the Biafrans, to all the IGBOS, whether you believe in an IPOP or not. This news is for every one of you. Here are the headline before I continue with what I have to tell my people. The IGBOS are under siege in their own country. This message is by the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Professor Chief Mike Ozekhome, the SAN and the GCFR or whatever. What does this signify? In the whole wide of the Igbo land, or Igbo nation, or Igbo country as it choose to be called, no any single Igbo man will come out to tell you or to speak against what is happening in our own land. This message of Mike Ozekhome, why he made this statement, is what we are about to read. At least the general public will know. I have gone through the message and I found out that what this man says here is exactly what is happening in our land. He asked a simple question. He said, why is it that Igbo nation, Igbo is being considered a nation even outside the jurisdiction of this very particular country? If you go to other countries, Igbo is regarded as a nation, as a country of its own under Nigeria. But why have the Igbos decided to keep silent on what is happening in their own territory? Rather, they become Okammanama. If you are a traveler, if you are ever travel from, let's say from Head Bridge, cut it off from that Head Bridge, going to Asaba, Delta, Benin, all the way to other states, most especially going to the north, you will drive 1,000 kilometers without no single any police checkpoint around that area. Drive down, cut it off from you are coming from Head Bridge on Onitsha. Even from that Head Bridge down to any other parts of the states of the southeastern, I mean the Igbo country. Every pole of 100 meters, not 100 kilometers, 100 meters, there is police, military, custom, NSDCDC, man-o-war checkpoints. What are they doing in our lands? That is what Mike Ozekhome is here to speak. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been crying in years back. Where are the Igbo elites? All of them have become Abuja and the Lagos businessmen. All of them have turned their back on their own people simply because they build mansions and the business empires all over the country. And their own land, I mean their own country, have become a deserted area. That is what Mike Ozekhome is here to explain to the Igbos, or to ask them, why hast thou kept silent on how your people, I mean your own Igbo nation, have been landlocked by security personnel. Every policeman being sent to the Biafra land, either commissioner of police, GOC, commanding officer, or whatever, even the commander of the NSCDC. Under the space of 6 months, you will see them building mansions. The Igbos have become a cash cow in this contraption called Nigeria. Anyway, let us read and hear it from the horse's mouth, so that you people will not come to the comment section and say, why do I always talk rubbish? Hear it from the erudite and the senior advocate of Nigeria, who came out in defense of the Igbos. And the question he asked is what we are about to treat. Please, do me a favor, share this message. Let this message get to every nooks and crannies, that people who knows what the Igbos are capable of doing, but they refuse to speak simply because they have eaten a forbidden fruit, and they have eaten a forbidden food that is meant for the gods. And that is why all of them have kept shut. Look at Ozekhome, the kind of police a man Ozekhome used to visit common his own ordinary Ozobo or everything. Even the president of a nation never go with that kind of security. That is the people that are supposed to come out to speak for his own people. May God see what thing happen again. Oh, this one is another breaking news, another headline. CIA, DEA, FBI and others to release files on the APC president and also the Fulani president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They want to release his files. In fact, the orders have given. But the question is, why is it now they want to release the files? These files have been asking for even before the election. They refused. What does that signify? It tells you that the US are the one also ruling Nigeria. Releasing the files now cannot disqualify him. If these files are being released before the conclusion of the tribunal, maybe it will have a little impact, despite the fact that all the judges have eaten the forbidden fruit as well. And the trap has been set before them. Either you enter the trap or you jump it. So they decide to jump it by eating the forbidden money that is meant for the masses. So, make una know say, waiting the rule on her. Now US now. UK partially. Don't they come out their hands small. Now US now the rule on her. These files of this man, David Hundoyin, and one other American activist have been asking the FBI, the CIA, and the DA to release this man's files. Even common is ordinary certificate that anybody can go to a university and say, I need information about this person. As long as it's not a criminal record. Release it to the people so that people will know. They refuse to release. And everybody was clapping. Oh, US is a human rights activist. They are practicing democracy. Democracy, my food. Anyway, my wonderful people, please, I don't want to waste much of your time. This one is just a very simple and a very quick one at that. Do this one to do what? To harmonize your morning as you're waking up. So, before then, help me like, share, subscribe, and also do what? Comment on every of my videos. All the very, very important and very, very necessary. The IGBOS are under siege in their country by Ozekhome in Biafran times. I am shocked that the IGBOS are not speaking up at the apparent siege led on their land by uninformed persons of different categories. They range from army, navy, police, civil defense, customs, FRSC, Federal Road Safety Corps, etc. My journey had taken me by road from Isele Mpiteme, where I had gone to pay tribute to a Nigerian icon, Chief Dr. PKC Isiagba, the Odogu of Isele Mpiteme. He was one of the first Nigerians to believe in my ability as a young fledgling lawyer. I had been handling his cases whilst at the Chief's Ghanaian Fawemi's chambers. When I left as deputy head to set up my practice in January of 1986, Chief Isiagba personally went to Chief Ghanaian Fawemi to allow him move his files to me to continue handling his cases, a request the amiable and the selfless Ghanaian granted immediately. So Chief Isiagba became my first major client as a doctoring practicing lawyer trying to find my grudgy fate. He became my bosom friend and elder brother. From Ozekhome. My journey from Isele Mpiteme through Asaba to Port Harcourt told me clearly that the entire Igbo land is locked down in a physical, psychological, and mental siege, reminiscent of a civil war time. And at the hearing, the Igbos in the house, and also those ones who are not in the house, this message is for all of you. When the civil war ended in January 15 of 1970, the then military ruler, General Jack Yakubu Gowon, who became a head of state at that one and a bachelor, proclaimed the 3 Rs: reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation, which heralded his policy of no victor, no vanquished. This was after the unfortunate failure of the 4th to 5th January 1967 of the Aburi Accord that would have prevented the bloody war in which over 2 million civilians and 100,000 military combatants were killed. Or was it a historical mistake that these people who had already manufactured Obunigwe series of weapons that included detonation mines, IED, and rocket-propelled missiles, with which they persecuted the Nigeria. Biafra War between 1967 and 1970 were prevented from leaving Nigeria, perhaps we would today have had a Japan, Singapore, or South Korea lying side by side, a sprawling giant of Africa on clay legs. He is talking and referring to the Biafrans. Had it been that the Biafrans were allowed to go, we have had China, Taiwan, Japan, and other well-meaning countries like Singapore in the African soil. But they prevented it from happening. And who orchestrated all this? 1967 to 1970, the UK government and its allies. They have offended the Biafrans. Till today, they have never asked for forgiveness or apologized. These policies were meant to quickly heal the gaping wounds of the gruesome bloodletting. Forget the horrors and evils of the fratricidal war and quickly reintegrate the Igbos into the society with just 20 pounds out of millions of pounds they have in their banks. But have these hardworking, gregarious Jews of Nigeria been reconciled, rehabilitated, and integrated into the mainstream of the Nigerian society? I doubt it, according to Ozekhome, who is bent on speaking for the Igbos. Simple proof. Show me any Igbo man in today's all-powerful cabal kitchen cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari's former government. My journey from Isele Pitemi, Delta State, through Asaba, Onitsha, Oba, Orifite, Okoja, Ihiala, Mbudi, Awomama, Owerri, Abatu, Port Harcourt, was a strangulating reminder that the Igbos, in spite of their unquantifiable contributions to the commerce, industry, and innovations that drive the non-oil sector of the Nigerian economy and gave it oxygen, and nearly a conquered people. The checkpoints along above stretch of the road are nauseating and annoying, as the security agencies, including paramilitary ones, outdo each other to harass, torment, search, intimidate, and extort money from our travelers. Earlier journeys by road, I travel a lot on professional duties, has shown me the same sage through countless roadblocks, Enugu through to the Ugwu Agwanike Opi, Nsukka Road, Amansi in Oka, Ugwoba, Oji River, Nnewi, Alo, Ekulobia, Amesi, Oga, Umuchu, Okigwe, Ogu, and Ituku, Ozala, Umuahia, and Isiala Ngwa, on the Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, on the Umuahia Ikote Ekpeni Highway. You have exasperating roadblocks at Michael Okpara University Junction, Isingwu, Nkwogu Junction of the Isikwato, Uzakole, Ajayi Igbere Road, and the 14th Brigade Army Barrack Junction at the Ohafia Arochukwu Highway. Are you crossing one checkpoint? Okay, as you are crossing one checkpoint, a mere look ahead of you of less than half a kilometer will reveal another barricade. It is all so frustrating. There is no wall or security breach. Southeast is not northeast, where Boko Haram still calls the shots. Forget about government pet wars of we have degraded Boko Haram. Boko Haram is still very potent, controlling large areas, killing and maiming people on a daily basis. Their representative said that much at the 2nd May 2017 reunion meeting of the 2014 National Conference delegates at Dar Communication Center, Abuja, where I delivered the keynote address, according to Ozekhome. Yet, in this Boko Haram ravaged region, you would not find this armada of security treating the entire geopolitical zone made up of 5 states, the least in Nigeria. Some others have 7 states, like a conquered territory. Igbos, when will you people begin to speak up? According to Ozekhome. It is only the recent suit by my good friend Olisa Agbakoba SAN, 6 of us, founded the Civil Liberties Organization, CLO, the first human rights body in Nigeria on 15th October of 1987 over marginalization of the Southeast region that has perhaps brought to the front burner these disturbing tones of injustice. That is why no one can ignore Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB, Ralph Wazirike's MASSOB, etc., agitating for self-determination, a right sanctioned and recognized even by the United Nations Organization, UNO. These fully armed and trigger-happy security personnel have never taken steps to protect the Igbo race against rampaging Fulani herdsmen that raid their homes to maim, kill, and rape their wives. Remember, Nimbo in Uzuwani local government area in Enugu State, they have neither repelled the incessant reign of terror by armed robbers, kidnappers, hired assassins, and murderers. No, they are stationed there for three main reasons. One, check the bid for self-determination by the Igbos. Two, extort money from the wealthy and poor Igbo traders who ply these roads. Three, remind the Igbos that the all-powerful federal government is on ground to silence the people and force them to toe their ruling party in line. Wait a minute. Is that why some prominent Igbos, including SY leaders, members of the Board of Trustees, and the two-time governors for 8 years under PDP have been outdoing each other to decamp to a non-performing and fundamentally flawed party like the APC? Let me end these pills by recommending to the Igbos the legendary Hubert Ogunde's immoral words in his most famous 1964 play, Yoruba don't know, Yoruba stink, a stinging stare that got his theater company banned, which ban was later lifted in 1966 by the new military then governor. Well, my wonderful people, the biafrans, we're there for house. All the Igbos, anywhere where you dey, if you hear this message and you don't share it, forget, my dear, you are not an Igbo man, and you are not a Biafran, and you are not a true son of the soil in that Igbo land. Mike Ozekhome, who is not an Igbo man, maybe from an Igbo origin, have come up now to hit the nail on the head on why the Igbos, the so-called leaders, even first time, second time, and third time governors, I repeat, to speak out or pick up on what is happening, how the Igbo country and Igbo nation have been doing what under siege, simply because the government really want to silence the people from what they know and what they want to know. Anyway, my good people of Biafra, I don't want to talk much. In fact, I have talked much. Make una help me to share this message. Let it get to every news and crannies. Let all those Igbo leaders who refuse to speak why things are going wrong, let them hear this and also do what? And also use their tongue to count their teeth. Uta kon hanum none of my people. Bigonu, kudochano, oh, kemesia. We hear my voice again when I come back to give you a very interesting and a very broadcast that will intrigue your heart. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you, the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. As you share this message, as you like, as you share, and also as you comment, and also as you subscribe. Be of a good courage. I'll be right back. Bye for now. Kemesiano.